Hoeneß was backing into McLeish all the time. Nevertheless, the referee's decision is what matters, and Bayern have the free kick. Inevitably, it's Breitner over the ball. Augenthaler looking for a chance to shoot. And that's the moment that Aberdeen were dreading. Augenthaler, with a marvellous goal, puts Bayern in front. Stunned silence all round the stadium. The Aberdeen supporters can't believe it, and it really couldn't have been any simpler. A harshly given free kick in my view, but Breitner made the most of it. Knocked the ball square. Augenthaler came forward, showed a lot of dexterity to create the space, and the shot left Leighton totally helpless. Once again, Weir coming across, and the tall Aberdeen defenders go forward. This time, the variation, the short one. Kennedy flighting it in. That's a great header off the crossbar by McLeish. And a let-off indeed for Müller in the German goal. That was a great effort. And still, McGee coming forward, trying to find a way through. He's brought down, the referee waves aside these faint appeals for a penalty kick. We'll take a look at that header one moment as Aberdeen come forward again. Here's Strachan playing it across. McLeish is still there. Down it comes for Simpson, and the shot goes over. Well, Aberdeen picking up the pace. It could so easily have been the equaliser. Very intelligent corner kick by Peter Weir, playing it short to Kennedy. Kennedy flighting it across. There was the header. Müller was beaten, but the crossbar rescues Bayern. And the ball is played away by Breitner. Strachan upset about that time-wasting manoeuvre, and really the referee will have to take a grip on this. We're barely over the half-hour mark, but the Bayern players making it perfectly clear they'll use all their wiles as far as they can as Weir plays it across, and that's great handling by Müller. McGee was waiting. Well, that was a fine attack by Aberdeen. Weir finding space in the box, turning on it, playing it at an angle across Müller. McGee was waiting, but the handling of the goalkeeper was quite superb. Now Müller replaces Kennedy on the touchline. Breaks for Cooper, now McGee. That's a great cross, Eric Black is there. It's off the line, no, it's played in by Simpson, and Aberdeen are level. Pittodrie comes alive. Neil Simpson, the scorer. So Simpson, with his 9th goal of the season, gives Aberdeen a lifeline. It looked as though Bayern had control. Created on the right. Space found to make that cross. A great ball across from McGee. Black did very well beyond the far post and nodded back to the goal line. Was blocked on the line, and Simpson in typical fashion coming through to follow up and score. And heads it only as far as Strachan. Handball surely, but the referee lets advantage go to Neil Cooper. Here's Kennedy. Switching to his left foot. Inviting Weir to challenge. Now that was a penalty kick surely. No, the referee's waving play on. There's Black. Grobert, the ball's coming on the bar and behind for the corner. Well now, that was very interesting indeed. Eric Black will no doubt feel he should have scored. But should that have been a penalty kick? The high ball coming in, Weir was barged off it. The referee waved play on. There's Cooper. Didn't get a hold of it. Well, for the first time in the match, it looks as though the Bayern defence may be creaking a little. Here on Saturday at Firhill, McGee was the man fouled. I wonder if Peter Weir might take the kick. Number 11. Strachan is over the ball, knocking it square for Simpson. Well taken by Müller. The free kick worked well. Delahaya has come off Rugby to make space to run it, the big defender. Peter Weir helping his defence. Now Dremler. Hoeneß got a touch. McLeish. And that is a special goal coming in from Flugler, which might well end Aberdeen's challenge in Europe. What a goal it was. We're 15 minutes into the second half, and Bayern go back in front. Hans Flugler's the scorer. Now just look at this. The ball is played in. It's touched on by Hoeneß. McLeish heads it out, and look at that for a volley. A very promising patch in the first half, Peter Weir, but he's been a bit subdued after the interval. That's McLeish coming to help. Good slide of foot from Weir. It's a great cross! And the save from Eric Black was quite brilliant. Manfred Müller, the West German hero. Now this really could so easily have been the equaliser. Weir took the ball back from McLeish, checked inside to his right foot. It was a great cross. Black got to it, a powerful header, and look at that for handling from Müller. Away now as McMaster has a little chat with Strachan. Well, they couldn't agree, obviously. Strachan plays it in. The header finds the net. And Aberdeen are back in the match once more. Alec McLeish gives Aberdeen a chance. What a great goal it was. Now, just watch this free kick. And if you think for 1 minute that Strachan and McMaster were in any kind of confusion, you're wrong. They were doing this quite deliberately. It was a carefully rehearsed piece of tomfoolery to deceive the German defence. And it worked. Strachan went back, took the free kick, McLeish stretched those neck muscles, and Müller couldn't keep it out. So Alec McLeish picks up only his second goal of the season, but it gives Aberdeen the urge to force the pace in the last 13 minutes. Can they make it? There's Eric Black. The goalkeeper knocks it out. It's in the net, and Aberdeen are in front. John Hewitt. Pittodrie goes berserk. John Hewitt's been on the field 2 minutes, and he's scored the goal which might make European history for Aberdeen. Now the cross, the far-flung ball, was always testing out this Bayern defence. Black leapt for it, a fine header. Müller again saving brilliantly. The first man in the spot was John Hewitt, and he's got his reward. Play from Hewitt, dragging the ball away from Delhaya, attacking the heart of the German defence. Well, Wolfgang Dremmler has been lucky so far, in my view, not to be booked, and still he survives once again. Hewitt is the man on the deck. The 45 minutes of the second half are now over. We're into injury time. Dremmler back in his defensive position. A lucky man, for my money, not to be booked. And the Aberdeen supporters now beginning to build up a chant. So the free kick will be taken when the referee is satisfied that Hewitt's back on his feet. It's already taken, the final whistle goes. Aberdeen have won perhaps their greatest victory ever. Alec Ferguson dancing a jig of delight on the track, and well he might. His team came back from the dead. Supporters now unfortunately on the pitch. But Aberdeen, tied up at 1 apiece at half-time, went behind to a great goal from Flugler, and then 2 goals in 60 seconds. The first from the head of Alec McLeish, and then the winner from John Hewitt turned the match back to Aberdeen. And after a performance which will never be forgotten by the 24,000 people inside the stadium, Aberdeen go through to the semi-final.